Look, he's just sleeping. He heard me talking, didn't he? How to not hatch quail eggs. Bonjour, mes amis. Thanks for joining me on SERVi Homestead today. This time I want to share with you guys some hard lessons we learned with trying to hatch and raise quail. Let's get into it. My wife bought me some as a gift for Father's Day this year. We got 3 dozen and about half of them hatched. First mistake, I thought they were 18 days like pigeons and dove. They're more like 16 days. So they hatched on this smooth plastic water tray, and it caused some of them to have leg problems. Aren't they so cute though? So they started drying off after about a day, and we saw the leg problems and we decided to try to fix it ourselves. So we tried to make hobbles. You can buy them online, but we thought we could try to make some with rubber bands. So Simeon and I started kind of tying and twisting rubber bands together and experimenting with the length and the loophole sizes and things like that. It's a very delicate and intricate procedure. Their toes are long, out of proportion. The rubber band loops have to be tiny so that it doesn't slide off their ankles too easily, so it's kind of tough, but we tried. Some of them even have foot problems. The toes are kind of curled and deformed like this one. It's good when their toes are working like they should be. Some of them, their toes are just stuck together like this foot is.
Be good as the other ones I made.
Okay, but you gotta learn.
Stretch it out.
It should be like this. This is how life should look. Not swimming. Standing. See, these toes are curled up. It seemed to be fairly successful with 2 of them in here. Hey, I just want to pause and thank you so much for watching this video. We really appreciate it. Please click that like button and consider subscribing. Thank you. You're standing up eating. Let's see. This one has it. This one has it. It's not a very good one. Where's the one? This one has it too. Where's the one with the green? Oh yeah, that one. That's the first one. It learned very quickly. Hey, don't peck me. It's pecking my finger. Look, he's already learning. It's already learning how to do it, even with one bad foot. So we found that the rubber bands have to be the right length to keep their legs just the right distance apart, and the loops on the ends have to be small enough that it doesn't slip off past their toes. And it's kind of hard to get all of that exact. But look, in like 15 seconds, they can start learning.
I wasn't ready.
The first one learned quickly, and then like the next 3 didn't seem to get it at all. They just wanted to be in the swimming motion. But this one had one good foot, and it was really active in the incubator, like really trying to do something. So maybe it was just more vigorous and it has a better chance. Hopefully this works for at least. Somehow one with the hobbles on its leg is dead. That was just a couple of hours ago that we were working with them. How did it just die like that? Oh, that one's band came off. Oh, one of his legs slipped out. Are you walking normal yet? They're better. We were just in the swim mode. So we left them in the incubator for about 4 days with food and water. Then we moved them to the brooder box that we use for hatching chickens. They did okay in there. You can see one died again. Just little things start happening. I think when they can't walk well, they can't get to water. The quail grew and got stronger. My dad found this lightweight chicken tractor being thrown out, so he got it and gave it to us. And the boys helped me fix it up, and we're gonna put the quail in there. So we ended up with 6 adult quail. We placed them in this chicken tractor, but it had no bottom. And some of the boards were starting to rot, so we kind of patched it up, but it wasn't great. And then we left for the weekend and had my sister and her husband come to feed the animals a couple of times. And one evening he saw a snake leaving the area before he could get to it, and it ate a few of them. And we had recently killed 2 rat snakes that got directly into right next to the chicken nest box. And then another one disappeared, and then we were left with just a few quail, and then the final one finally just disappeared. So somehow the snake was getting in there. We put mothballs around the cage, but it didn't seem to help much. I found this cool little website about raising quail. I think the most common is Coltonix quail. And this website gives a lot of information, like how old they are when they can start laying. Only 6 to 8 weeks. And they can lay 200 or more eggs in that first year. That's pretty amazing. Now the eggs are really tiny, of course, and mostly you're going to be hatching them to make more quail to have meat. So there were several things that I should have done better in this hatching experiment. I should have just looked it up. I didn't realize quail hatched 2 days earlier than things like pigeons and dove. So they were born on the smooth plastic tray that was made to hold the water, and they got splay leg because they didn't have a textured floor to walk on when they were first born. And then they survived the brooder box, most of them, but then when we put them outside, the chicken tractor was just not the appropriate place. I thought it would have been cool for them to scratch around and eat bugs on the ground and stuff like wild birds are supposed to do, but it was not a good setup, and the snake was able to get in there and just swallow them up 1 or 2 at a time. And even when we noticed a couple of them had disappeared, I should have taken better measures to secure the cage instead of just trying to put mothballs around it. So a lot of things we could have done better. Hopefully you can learn from this and not make the same mistakes as you try to hatch some of your own birds. Alright, thanks so much for watching SERVi Homestead. We'll see y'all on the next one. Au revoir.